And welcome to the game, everybody. Glad you've joined us. This game will feature Double-A baseball from the Eastern League. It's the Altoona Curve and the Richmond Flying Squirrels. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And towing the slab in this one, number 76. Lefties have mauled him this season, hitting over 300 against him. That usually points to either poor location or an unwillingness to change tactics on the mound. One thing that could help, he could come inside and prevent them from getting their arms extended. That can open up a lot of the zone for you. The batter now, the left fielder. And we are underway. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. And that's in for a strike. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. High fly ball out to left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 18.
Now up the center fielder, number 18. And he has struggled this year. Dances out of the way. One out and the base is empty. Fly ball to right field and deep. Pulls it down, 2 gone now.
Batting third, the catcher, Manny.
Base is empty with 2 out. And here's the catcher, Manny Pena. Good power, not so great at getting on base. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away.
1 ball, no strike.
Off the mark there, now 2-0. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 down and nobody aboard, and we're just getting going here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. At a certain point, you have to commit to swing or take on a pitch. That slider clearly had him fooled. Great pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Steps on the bag.
He's out.
Play made. That ends the inning. End of a half inning of play. No score. We're back here at the ballpark. And towing the slab in this one, Quinn Priester. And this will be a tough test for him today. Pitching on the road has not been good for him this year. You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job limiting opposing batters this season. They're hitting under 250 against him. It's not all about the strikeouts when you do that. You have to move your pitches around, mix speeds, and keep hitters off balance. He'll do well if he can execute like that in this one. Francesco Ramirez leading things off and takes a strike. Good eye on that pitch.
T-Rod.
Got the batter swinging. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. The left fielder now at the plate, making a lot of contact recently. 10 hits in the last 5 games. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Huge swing, and this one sails out of here to right field. Third home run of the season, and that gives them the lead. It's 1-0. What a job to keep that one fair. On a breaking ball, if you're out in front like he was, you're expecting it to hook foul. This time, though, he was able to stay back just long enough to tuck it inside the pole for a homer. Now, the catcher. And the slider just misses.
Ball.
On the ground, out to short. To first.
He's
2
out.
down.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 20.
And now the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That was a hanging slider, and he got a great look at it. I don't know why he didn't swing, but that's probably the best pitch to hit he'll get in this AB. On the ground to short, McFarland. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now a 1-0 ball game. On to the next inning, and now the right fielder, Houston Ladd.
Houston.
Ladd goes 5'11", 205 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2024. He swings and fouls one off. And it's strike 2.
0-2.
Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 64, Quinn Priester.
So now here's the pitcher, Quinn Priester. Not getting the desired results at the plate recently, just 1 hit in the last 5 games. And a sac bunt here. Off balance speed, there's one. Eats it, and they're happy with the out. On that play, he couldn't set his feet, and that can make things tough. Still, he made an accurate throw for the out at second. So digging in, Charles McAdoo. That one's in there. Strike 1. Here's a pop-up. Marchand under it. Brings it in.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Matt
The first baseman, the next to hit. 1 of 4 with a double in yesterday's game. This one to third. There with plenty of time, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The Flying Squirrels on top here, 1-0. Bottom half of the second. Now it's the right fielder, number 32.
The right fielder,
Inside, nearly clipped the hitter.
1-0.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Sends it to first. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
batting fifth. The third baseman, Lopez.
Dario Lopez will hit next. Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting above the Mendoza line this month. Swings and misses. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
Foul ball there. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets him swinging.
Batting seventh.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Rafael Marchand. There's a strike up high. Two outs, bases empty. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 40.
So 2 down. The center fielder getting ready to hit. That one pushed foul. Next one's fouled back. They get the force. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We're at the end of 2. The Flying Squirrels out front here, 1-0. We're back here at the ballpark. We move on to the third inning. Now the third baseman, number 14. That one close, ruled a ball. That was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later. Here's the 1-0 offering. Line drive, base hit down the line. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. You talk about strong hands. He's got them. That one was inside, and it got pretty deep in the zone. And he still got good wood on the ball for the hit to the opposite field. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Cecil McFarland. 2 hits in 4 at-bats during yesterday's ballgame. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
There's a strike. the curve, trailing by 1. We're here in the top half of the third. This one the other way. Takes it in for the out. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. The left fielder now at the plate. Definitely wants to avoid hitting an easy bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play. Swing and a drive. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Safely into second, it's a double. Throw cut off, now to the plate. The tag, out. On that play, they had to do everything perfectly to get him out at the plate. Long throw in from the outfield, and then a relay home to get him going from first all the way around. That's great team defense. And now it's going to be the center fielder, number 18. So clutch, arguably the team's MVP this year. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. One runner left aboard, and it remains 1-0. All set for the bottom of the third, and now the pitcher, number 76.
The pitcher,
And that one fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Looper into right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
the batter, the shortstop, Francesco.
Now it's the shortstop, Francesco Ramirez. Went down on strikes the first time through. And that one sliced foul. That misses. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a slider for a strike. Close, doesn't get the call. That's a break for the hitter. I think that was strike 3. Two. Line drive. Got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 43.
Base is empty with 2 out. And the next batter, the left fielder, number 43. He's already homered in this ballgame. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
2 down and nobody aboard here in the back end of the 3rd inning. A little bit hot. And 1-1 now. That one is absolutely pummeled. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. That's a double. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. So a runner aboard. The second baseman digs in now. Grounded out the first time. Slider misses away. One and 0, and the pitch. That one missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that's outside. And that's ball 3. Bryce Eldridge to bat next. Runner at second, 2 down. And that is in for a strike. And it's 3 and 1.
1 strike.
He breaks his bat. And they put the tag on. That's the 3rd out, inning over. One runner left stranded, but they lead it 1-0. On to the 4th. Here's the catcher, Manny Pena.
The catcher, Manny Pena.
Right through there for a strike. That pitch clips the outside corner. And that is strike 2. That one's too high. That's some smart pitching from him out there to change the eye level. Now that the hitter's looking up, he can come back down low and finish him off. Swings through it for the K. Swing went right over top of the curveball. And next, the cleanup hitter, Houston Ladd. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one in the dirt. The curve, down a run, top half of the 4th. And the pitch is in for a strike. And the count even 1-1. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike. Nothing but curveballs so far in this at bat. You wonder when that first heater's coming. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Soft roller in front of home. Throws the first.
That's an out.
2 quick outs in the top of the 4th.
The pitcher, number 64, Quinn Priester.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Quinn Priester. 0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice the first time. That one misses. 1-0. That's in there. And a strike in there.
1-2.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Chases in the dirt, slider there. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Midway through the 4th, the Flying Squirrels lead it 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge.
The first baseman, number 21.
Wouldn't chase that time.
1 ball, no strike.
Left field. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
The right fielder, number 32.
And now the right fielder, 0 for 1. That one off the mark. Ball 1. Skies this one to center. Makes the grab. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Dario.
Base is empty with 2 out. Dario Lopez will hit next. First at bat was a strikeout. Fouled off. He was late. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Moving through the lineup again, it's important to have your secondary pitches working for you. Seems like he's got good command of them right now. And there's a ball. Nice job to spot slider out of the hand and read the movement. He did well to lay off that pitch. Slider misses away. Ripped on the ground to second. There with plenty of time, inning over. So they go quietly here. Moving on to the 5th. The Flying Squirrels have the edge, 1-0. We're ready for the 5th inning. Here's the second baseman, Charles McAdoo.
Number 28.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1.
Grounder to the left side. Lopez whips it to first.
He's out.
And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. And here's the first baseman. Right through there for a strike. Strike 2.
0-2.
The Flying Squirrels, up by a run, were in the top of the 5th inning. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. And that just misses. Nice take. That one misses. Up the middle, Ramirez whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. At this level, you have to be able to slow the game down and execute, even in high-pressure situations. He did a fine job right there to understand how much time he had to make the play and get the out. And now, the third baseman, number 14. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Now a chopper out in front of home. On to first.
That's an out.
3 up and 3 down, inning over. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. The Flying Squirrels with the lead, 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Rafael Marchand.
The catcher.
Marchand, 26 years old, and he's a native of Venezuela. Just off the outside edge. He hasn't leaned much on that pitch in this one, but it looks sharp. Really tough for hitters to think with him when he can dial up something random at any time. And another ball.
2-1.
Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. He showed good patience and discipline in working the count, and it paid dividends. That one was served in a punch bowl right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. The center fielder, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike. Marchand on at first, no outs.
No ball, 2 strikes.
This pitch misses. 1-2 the count. This is a teachable moment on the bases. If you've got good instincts and you see the ball's going to hit the dirt, you can take off early and try to move up. That comes with experience. Ground ball to first, could be 2. There's 1. On to first, double play. That's a very difficult double play to turn, especially because the first baseman has to display exceptional footwork. The infielders did a really nice job there. Here's the pitcher. Edge of the zone for a strike. That one to first, and handles this chance. Takes it to the bag alone. Play made, that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that's all they got. And we're through 5 innings. The Flying Squirrels on top here, 1-0. We're back here at the ballpark. At the plate, Cecil McFarland. And he's just a terrific defender. Not a lot of minor leaguers who can handle themselves in the field like he does. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Nice eye right there. And the curveball is down and in. Breaking ball through there for a strike. The slider has been great for him tonight, and he's got these hitters all twisted up with it. And he goes down on strikes. 1 gone now in the top of the 6th. Pitcher and catcher obviously in sync right now, just rolling out there. Now at the plate, the left fielder, number 12. 1 for 2. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Puts this one in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. In the air, along the left field line. That drops in no man's land, a foul ball. 0-2, rocks and fires. Grounder up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Doesn't have. Nice job at the dish. He fell behind, but held tough and got the hit. That one inside, off the plate. Such a tough location to handle as a hitter. Somehow, he's still barreled it up. Fantastic work. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. And now the shortstop. And immediately fires a strike to the left-handed batter. With the tying run aboard at first. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. In the dirt, but blocked. The tag, safe at second. Nice hustle to move up on the wild pitch. Bounced that breaking ball in the dirt, and that was all the runner needed to scoot from first base up to second. You can't expect your catcher to handle that one well enough to keep the runner chained to the bag at first. And 1-2. Foul ball left side, at least one more pitch. One out with a runner at second. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Caught him looking for the strikeout. That is a critical call right there, and the pitcher is fully aware he got lucky. That umpire knows there will be some commentary coming his way from the dugout after that called third strike. Manny Pena getting ready to hit. That's in for a strike. Two outs and a runner in scoring position. On the ground, Eldridge. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. So another good inning on the mound. 6 shutout innings so far. The Flying Squirrels have the lead, 1-0. So up next, Francesco Ramirez.
Not shortstop, Francesco Ramirez.
That one clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now back, number 43.
So digging in, the left fielder. So far, his solo homer earlier in this ballgame represents the entire scoring output from both teams. Really shows how good the pitching has been in this one. That's down and in. That's such a hard pitch to lay off of at the plate. Nice job to spit on that tempting slider down and in. That one pushed to the left and foul. This one lifted in the air, left field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And now 2 down.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
Base is empty with 2 out. And now at the plate, the second baseman, number 5. Hammered for a base hit.
Now batting, number 21.
2 outs and a runner at first. And now the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1-0.
And it's a pop-up. Pena under it. Pulls it down for the catch. So 1 hit is all they get. We're through 6 full innings. The Flying Squirrels lead it 1-0. Top of the 7th here. Now it's the right fielder, Houston Ladd.
Houston Ladd.
Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Number 50 getting ready to go. Waits getting loose as well. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. That one fouled off. Sharp grounder, that's through for a knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
The pitcher, number 64,
So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher. Number 88, runner at first, nobody out.
Ball.
Way high.
1 ball, no strike.
With the go-ahead run in the batter's box. Here in the top half of the 7th. Checks over to first, back safely. Next pitch, in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fly ball, left field.
now batting, number 28.
Charles McAdoo now at the plate. He swings and fouls one off. Pickoff throw. Back safely. Ladd leading off of first with 1 out. Ground ball could be 2. Flips to second, that's 1. Double play, boy, they cannot seem to break through. That's the inning. They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they get out of this jam. We're back, and a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, number 15. And he can really rack up the strikeouts when he toes the rubber, more than 1 per inning this season. Making contact against him will be key. Well, it's a 1-run ball game. The right fielder digs in now. Just missed. Movement in the bullpen. J.C. Flowers appears to be getting loose. Left-hander, the 1-0. And that one fouled off. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And they say he went.
1-2.
They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. And goes down on strikes. One away.
Now batting.
So up next, Dario Lopez. That one fouled off. The 0-1. Line drive. That's a base hit. And that's a one-out single.
The catcher, number 13, Rafael Marchand.
So digging in, Rafael Marchand. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One-run game, one on and one out. And the slider just misses. Swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Goes down on strikes, and he knew he should have offered it that one. And now, the center fielder, number 40. Late on that fastball. Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing. Oh, and 1, here's the pitch. Foul ball there. Swings through it, and that's a K. One runner left on base, but they're on top, 1-0. Ready to get the 8th inning going, and here's the first baseman, number 76. Ball 1, too low. Action in the pen down there. Richard Lovelady, the anchor of the staff, getting ready to close this one out. Sliced hard, but foul. In the dirt. That one in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece, stays alive. And another ball. I'd expect him to try and put a fastball in the zone to avoid the leadoff walk. The hitter might be able to exploit them. Hard hit for a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Now back, the third baseman, Ernie Ordonez.
And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Number 50 on the pitch now, and he's in the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch.
Number
Tyler
50.
Cropley into the game as well as part of the double switch.
Now pitching and batting up. Number 79. Tyler Cropley.
No outs, runner at first. The third baseman, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike. Pick to first, back in easily. On the ground, left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. That's what you love to see from a reliever out of the pen, a double play on the first batter face. The manager probably feels pretty good about that decision right now. Cecil McFarland getting ready to hit. Good eye on that pitch. Two outs and nobody aboard. Late with the swing, strike one.
1-1.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And the slider just misses. That's outside, and that's ball 3. The left fielder waiting for a turn at the plate. And now the 3-1 pitch. He swings and fouls one off. Three and two, here's the pitch. And there's a hit. He turns and heads for second. Here comes the throw. And he's out, cut down, and that ends the inning. Held in check this inning. They're trailing here, 1-0. J.C. Flowers comes on now. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Well, it's a one-run ball game. Here's the catcher, Tyler Cropley. Bouncing ball here rolls foul. Flowers, a 6'3" right-hander, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Swing and this one towards left center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Ramirez.
Batting order turns over. Next to hit, Francesco Ramirez. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. On the outside corner. Meanwhile, some activity in the bullpen. Colin Selby up and loosening in the pen. Strike 2. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And 2 away now. Digging in, the left fielder, number 43. He's already gone yard in this game. And the slider just misses. That backdoor breaking ball just missed, but it could have been called for a strike. The batter knows he's got to swing if he comes with another one. One pitch now. Here's a fly to left. Makes the catch. Inning over. 9th inning coming up. New arm out of the bullpen, Richard Lovelady. Some serious action on his slider. A lot of spin rate and a lot of break. You think you know where it's going to be, and then it zags on you. The lineup flips over. And here at the plate, number 12. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Oh, 2 now. And that's outside. Wow, he's showing an excellent eye at the plate. Really tough pitch to take. That misses the zone. And the count is 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. The center fielder in the on-deck circle. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And a strikeout. That's out number 1 here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. The center fielder will hit next. Tough lefty-lefty matchup here for the hitter. The best approach is to stay up the middle. Even if you're a little late, you can send an opposite field liner. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 1 down. Base is empty here in the 9th. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. And the count 1-2. And another ball. Swing and a miss for the K. They are down to their final out. And this is the kind of work the manager was hoping for, calling him out of the bullpen to start this inning. Those 2 straight Ks really build confidence for the whole team that they can hold this lead. Pena, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. 1-run gain here in the top of the 9th inning. Next offering misses. So a ball and a strike.
1 strike.
In the air to right, and that should do it. And that is that. And a 1-0 final score here in this one. So they hang on to win it by a run. For our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for tuning in.
now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. For the Curve, no runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.